This is your second assessment, actually. This is the archetype assessment. How was this for you? What did you discover about these somatic archetypes, and what did you get from this call?
Well, just like the first assessment, it's an eye opener. Um, again, that mirror being held up and seeing the way I show up in these different scenarios really allows you to see yourself in a transparent way. And it truly opened my eyes again because now we got specific to certain topics: generosity, selfishness, loving, giving. And it allows me to see myself in areas I never explored. So it's just so surprising to see how I show up in the world and how true it is. Because like you mentioned, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So I'm starting to see these consistencies and patterns about myself that's opening my eyes. And I think once again, in order to be able to make changes is to, notice these areas and then go from there. So it's insane. It's crazy.
What surprised you the most? In the feedback when you saw this stuff in your body, what was your biggest takeaway? What did you find out that you had no idea you've been doing?
The biggest takeaway is definitely my response, to uh again, just the way I look, because you have this perception in your mind of how you're being seen, how you're doing things. In your mind, it almost looks perfect. But now when you get to see yourself on a call or on the video, it's like, wait a minute, this is not the person I thought I was. This is not who I'm seeing. So the biggest takeaway is being able to see yourself in your reaction, the way you act, the way you're I mean, just the feedback in itself, the way you're pointing out these specific things that you're doing in the moment, and you see how true it is. It just makes it that much more clear for the way you're showing up in the moment and in the world. So that truly opens my eyes. And I think that's huge. Being able to see yourself in the way you're reacting is the key thing.
The reality of it compared to the image in your mind, right?
Yeah, it's completely opposite. Completely opposite. The mind has lied to me this whole time.
Yeah. So how does this help you moving forward?
Well, now you now you have a point, a base point where you can see and acknowledge these things about you. That's what I love about you, Andrew. You're giving these straight, true, unfiltered facts about yourself to us. It helps you to look at yourself and see what you're actually doing, and so you can make those changes in the future and move on. So I think that's where it starts. You got to have the truth and
Yeah.
to make the change.
Yeah, because if you try to make those changes from that distorted image in your mind,
Well, even in that is tough because in your mind you almost think it's right already.
oh yeah.
You almost don't even think it's an issue or problem. So being told and seeing it is what opens you up. You're like, wait a minute. Okay, now I see what's going on.
You
This is
see it
why
in
people are really,
yeah, you
yeah,
see it in yourself, right? You see it in your own body reflected back to you. It's not just me,
exactly.
it's not just my feedback, it's you get to see yourself doing this, right?
Yeah. And then you can actually tag it to experience you actually have in your life. You're like, wait, yeah, I can see why people were reacting this way or why I was thinking this way because it all aligns perfectly. It's almost a little scary how accurate it
Yeah.
becomes.
Yeah. Pretty powerful. Anything else you'd like to share?
Once again, Andrew, I'm glad I came across you, and I want to thank you for doing this work because, like I said, I can't wait for you to get big. You're gonna be huge because a lot of people are looking for this kind of work. Trust me.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.